This was a proper topsy turvy workout today. I can't lie. Whilst I had fun, I had no focus whatsoever. I was very much just kind of messing about and playing about with things, allowing myself to get pulled about by the environment, if I'm being completely honest, which from time to time is alright, but it's not something you want to get into the habit of, right? I started off with some like reverse lunges because I knew going into today I wanted to get some sort of blood flow to the areas that I had absolutely obliterated unintentionally a few days ago because I was still feeling pretty sore from that day. So I came into this session knowing that, all right, cool, I'm going to get some sort of blood flow to the area and do something similar to what I did last time. And it was nice to get back under the bar and practice the reverse lunges again. This is probably only the second time I've ever done them now. So from a skill set perspective, from a technique perspective, I felt like it was good to practice them again, right? I felt a little bit more stable. I felt a little bit more familiar with the movement in and of itself. I was more aware of what was important versus what was not. Last time I didn't place enough importance on trunk stability when doing these, and that led me to a little bit of discomfort. So this time my priority was exactly that, keeping myself stable. I then moved on to a little bit of bar work because I feel like I've somewhat neglected bar work recently. I realized it a week or so ago when I jumped on the bar. I was like, whoa, I feel heavy. And whilst I am probably the heaviest I've ever been, I have never, I've never really felt my weight correlate to body weight exercises feeling more difficult, partly because I've never neglected them. So I knew that today also I wanted to get some bar work in. So I threw that in where I could got a few muscle ups in. I didn't record a set of them and I slipped on that set. I thought I had recorded it, but I hadn't because hand placement is something that I want to work on a little bit more. So I need to figure that out really. I then jumped. My boy was doing some 6-inch block pulls, and out of pure curiosity, I wanted to see if I could move that weight off a block. It's been a long time since I've touched anything close to 200 kilos. I'm pretty sure these block pulls were 200 off a 6-inch block, and they surprisingly felt easy. I was quite surprised as to how good I felt lifting that, considering that my body and my nervous system is not used to that kind of load right now in any capacity. Then finished off, sorry, with some pauses. And now these pauses are funny because they were supposed to be 3-second pauses. However, I made the mistake of making them 4. I was counting 1, 2, 3, press, rather than 1, 2, press, which led me to be doing 4-second pauses. And it was really confusing because me and my boy were doing it together, and he was finding his sets far easier than mine. And I was like, what? Like, I'm way stronger in the press than you. I'm way more comfortable in the press than you. I don't like, it doesn't make sense to me. I then watched the footage back and got a very clear reasoning as to why. That extra second was wiping me out. I can't lie. It was tough. It was tough. But it was fun. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the pause, the stretch that you get from it. It feels really nice, and the lack of stretch reflex is so significant on the press that I feel like taking it away, in many ways, it changes the exercise entirely. You're forced to generate force from a very compromised position, a very weak position, which can only be a good thing, right? And so, yeah, they were real nice. They felt real good. It was a nice way to end off what was a very mix and match session. It was a very, very random session, but I feel good for it. To be honest, it felt good. It was fun above all else, and I look forward to having a little bit more structure in the coming weeks once I start following the program. But yeah, if you made it this far, thank you very, very much, and I shall see you tomorrow.